Hi, this is Josh Sharp.
And this is Zach Sharp, and we are going to show you some action from this year's Pinburgh tournament. And funny enough, it is my group.
It's actually last year's Pinburgh tournament, Zach. But go ahead.
It's still 2012, so it's technically this year. It's not next year. But
all right, fair
enough. I was the high seed in my group, and my past history on the Papa cameras has not been too stellar. So we'll see if I'm able to, rectify some of that poor play. But being the 12th seed, I was able to choose my bank of games, and unfortunately, I was one of the lower high seeds. So since you saw some already other group action, I really wanted to play the Attack from Mars Hot Tip bank of games, but I decided to go with Funhouse, Twilight Zone. I feel very comfortable in those games. Flash Gordon's a little bit squirrely, but I thought I'd take my chances. And, I felt comfortable going into the day, and, I had some tough competition.
Moving on to the other guys in the group, the second seed in the group, which was the 13th seed, we're going to stay in the genetic pool here for a second, and it's Darren Chemnitzer. Darren is our first cousin, so that's probably what he's most famous for. I'm just kidding, Darren. He's a hell of a good-looking guy, great dad, great cousin. As far as his pinball history, he's been playing for a very long time, all the way back into the 90s, and is probably most noted for his B Division Papa win back in 2006. So we'll see if the Sharp family bloodline can survive this first round Pinburgh. The third seed of the group is the 20th seed, and that is the recently unretired Chris Newsom. Chris has done a ton of battle with Zach and myself over the last 10, 15 years. Great guy, great player. I mean, a lot of people probably think he's new on the scene, but he's not. He was definitely, a top 10 player for many, many years back in the early 2000s, mid-2000s.
And funny enough, we used to compete in the Pinburgh tournaments back before I was Papa in the B Division, and we definitely had some stellar battles back then.
Last seed in the group, the 21st seed, by possibly the most talented player in the group, is Jörgen Engelbrektsson from Sweden. Jörgen is most famous for his Papa win in 2007, and then he actually finished second in Papa in 2009 as well. So he's had plenty of success under the lights, although I guess technically back in 2007 it wasn't under the lights, but he's no stranger to playing some pressure pinball. So we are going to jump into Funhouse and see how the match gets started. Jörgen is player one, it looks like, and we're going to see if he starts his quick multi-ball right away.
Oh. And that didn't even have a chance to talk about the game, but
okay, so start. In tournament mode, the mirror always starts off with quick multi-ball lit, and usually I enjoy getting it out of the way. If you can, get a couple of quick millions off of Rudy's head, it's a nice little statement to be able to, try to avoid that sort of Jörgen house ball right away. It's a nice little measure to throw out there.
And you get comfortable. And sometimes when you get in, your quick multi-ball, you just get, a feel for the game. You can kind of lose a ball and not have your ball drain
yeah, it looks like
right
for
away.
Chris, unfortunately, he went in the Jets, and he is not have quick multi-ball anymore.
Yeah. But he is closer to multi-balls than letting his lock, so it's not completely all for now.
And I know that
and let's see if he...
I was going to say, we'll get to... I watch my match probably later through somebody else's commentary, but the games played extremely fair. I played on these same games as you did, Zach, and you can get away with a little bit, and there was definitely... It was set up for some decent scores.
Yeah, and interesting to see, Chris trying to pass the ball over from the left to the right. Some people aren't completely comfortable with this, but on most funhouses from the left flipper, you can actually shoot the hot dog, the super dog, and bank into the mirror, which it seems that he's trying to do now.
It's probably in like Roger Sharp territory of how you want to make a shot, so we might be on an island by ourselves.
Oh, great save.
Decent save by Chris. I think he used one warning there. And
yeah, so he didn't let Jörgen's tilt affect his, nudging of the game.
Looks like it is a little squirrely.
The kick-out's great.
That's a great handling out of the kick-out there. And he's got quick multi-ball lit.
Oh, see if he gets... Oh, he's switching out of quick multi-ball.
Locks a lit. Which, hey, you got to light him eventually.
And if he shoots the left ramp right now, he has his crazy
And you know
steps
what?
lit,
By,
so you can get,
technically, by
Funhouse
avoiding his
frenzy.
quick multi-ball, if he can get through this multi-ball, he can actually use his quick multi-ball to light his locks for his second multi-ball. Because it'll advance the clock quicker.
You would know better
nice
than I.
pass.
Nice dead bounce.
Now that this is when I would be swearing like a mother, just not hitting anything.
Yeah.
Good lock there to see if he can throw another one in there and get multi-ball out of the way on ball one. Be a great statement.
Yeah, and with him having the million lock lit, if he's able to start multi-ball, he'll actually get that extra million when he starts multi-ball without the danger of draining from a normal
I wonder if
Rudy
he's
hit.
contemplating plunging it around and going for the million right away right now. I would not, but I wouldn't fault him if he tried.
I would not do that.
He's trying.
I mean, hey, it's
Here
a
you go,
great skill
shove it right
shot,
in
but
way late. But hey, it was worth a try, and no harm, no foul. Next lock done. I would still short plunge here. I still wouldn't plunge around them.
see, I would do what he did on the last ball right now when you have multi-ball lit. Because if you plunge the Rudy's shot, soft enough, it usually comes around with not too much speed, and you get that million right off the bat. But
Yeah, I can see that.
he seems to be scared of that. Oh,
Here we go. Bam. That was the perfect slow setup. Take your time. Don't let that bother you.
oh.
Yeah, a little bit harder.
Struggling with the
Chris.
post
There
pass.
you
Oh
go.
no, he's got it now.
Boom. On a tee
All
right
right.
now. Early. It's early.
Bam.
There you go. And he gets 2 million to start, which is fantastic. Right now, the sharp genetic pool of Zach and Darren, who haven't even stepped up yet, are watching this ball one, and it definitely sets a tone.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, on Funhouse, you're never out of it, but
Nice.
he's putting on quite a show.
Get that ramp.
Yeah, and just a note, in Funhouse, when you get your first jackpot, to relight the jackpot, you have to hit the left
Well, and
ramp.
with the way all the display effects go, you can pretty much get through like he just did, lit his next jackpot. You can actually probably collect the next one before the ball even kicks out.
Rough drain there, but you know what? Great
Great
first ball for
of
Chris.
game one of the first round, which is, bright and early in the morning.
All right, let's see how our
All
cousin
right,
does.
cuz.
Normally, I'd be rooting for him, but with him being in my group, I'm out for blood.
And he tried for Superdog Mirror, which means he is allowed to stay in our family.
And he got that quick multi-ball, so let's see if he can get anything going. And you know what? That's not a terrible short plunge because he's able to work towards his, lighting his lock.
Yeah, he's getting that jet action. Although I'd like a little more control to start, just to be able to get that million,
Absolutely.
which he did not get. So tough spot for Darren now. He sort of blew his multi-ball. Locks aren't lit, but Funhouse, it's just one of those grind it out, make shots, advance the clock. Then once you're in multi-ball, you can really blow it up at any moment.
And this is where the strategy changes. When he had the ball cradle on the right, he decided to shoot the left ramp, which is what I would go for as well. But I know some players actually take their, they roll the dice and they'll shoot the left loop to get into the jets.
Get some jet action.
Yeah. Especially if they get the mirror award for max jet bumpers, which I just found out last year that it increases your time. So there's a lot of subtle rules that I just wasn't aware of. Oh, great trapdoor bonus. And just like that, Darren has his locks lit.
Good place to be on ball one. Good place to be.
Absolutely. I think a Funhouse is a great house ball management game where it's like
Nice save.
you're putting in your work towards your later balls if need be. So getting your locks lit on the first ball is a great start.
The worst is when you get into your locks and then you drain and then you get caught in purgatory of having to relight those or having to relock those balls again.
Absolutely. Oh, and it looks like he did the Chris method of locking the ball but plunging hard. So we'll see how that works out.
Darren with a cradle. Oh my god.
All right. Well, if he plunges it into the first, wow, and he did a full plunge. I don't know what that was about.
No, and unfortunately, with his steps, tough break. With his steps ramps lit, that's a great. If he would have passed it over and locked ball too, he could have short plunged, hit the ramp, and then he would have had the ball served up on a tee to be able to start multi-ball right off the steps plunge.
Yeah, I mean, I would have done the soft plunge and started frenzy, but we'll see what I know on my first ball. Oh wow, that was delayed and the best start
over
of my
hill,
finals
over
career.
The into no man's land.
I guess nobody was intimidated that I was the reigning consolation bracket champion from the previous year's Pinburgh, but
that's right. I think all these guys were too busy actually playing in the real Pinburgh finals last year, so I had to worry about it.
Yeah, that's true. But I will say, winning that consolation was no joke. All right. Well, Jorgen's in a quick multi-ball, and we'll see if you can get going.
You have your lock slip when you come out of it. It's not a bad place to be in.
Oh, it looks like he's got that skill shot dialed in. I mean, that's the second straight one, 500,000.
Yeah. And I do remember it was really early. I think I remember even talking to myself as the ball was coming around, just like early.
Yeah, even with the frenzy shot for the jackpot, I don't know what that loop shot is called, but on my first ball, I completely whiffed on it just late, so. Again, this is just a way for him to get comfortable, and his first ball is so quick that I just know he wants to settle in.
Yep, and
But you know what? That feed from the right is fantastic. I know many funhouses either shoot the ball too hard and you have to worry about it going out the right out lane, or it bouncing up and going down the middle.
You get. I know mine at home gets caught in no man's land all the time.
Well, that's because yours has the Mylar bubbling and.
You get what you pay for.
True.
He is going Jets. Survives it.
See if he does it again. No fear from the Swede. All right.
And
locks are lit. Let's see if he feels comfortable with the post pass. I know we've seen a little bit of a struggle from other players. Oh.
You gotta do it hard.
Yep. Have confidence. Don't let what others failed at, change what you want to do and what you feel comfortable doing. So let's see if he short plunges or if he does the. Oh, he's going for the skill shot. Power in lane there on the left side.
Take that t-shirt.
Hey, I'd rather be lucky than good.
That's right.
Yeah, as you can see, some players might be wondering why isn't he shooting for Rudy's head? He can light his next mode. Funhouse is notorious for hitting Rudy and draining out the left out lane. So, I don't want to say most skilled players, but a lot of players will strategically try to shoot that inner loop and get the hideout. Not only will you get points, but
when you're pot committed of being in the middle of your locks,
absolutely.
Like messing around with Rudy is the last thing you want to do. You want to get that multi-ball that you've already started to work towards. You want to get it done.
Yeah, and like you said, early on that Rudy shot. Early.
It is early.
All right.
So got his jets, which would have been great to work towards his second multi-ball if he could have waited to have gotten it.
Yeah, and you know what? If he wanted to be greedy, he has his crazy steps lit. He could actually shoot the left ramp, try to start frenzy, cradle the ball, then go for multi-ball. I mean, I know it's a.
I'd be more likely to shoot the steps ramp and then just use that to
start multi-ball,
shoot Rudy. And Yori and the shake of the head. He knows that he's gonna have to do some more locking on ball 3. But 3.3 million, it looks like. It's not a bad second ball, not having played multi-ball.
And the fact that his first ball tilted in less than 2 seconds, he's got to feel, a little bit more comfortable and confident on this.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll see if Chris can get anything going.
He has quick multi-ball lit. I've got it right here, right up the middle.
Hey, any way that ball gets in there, who cares? Take it. Oh, and with Yorian having 2 balls locked, Chris is going to have a free shot at that million.
Here we go, early. See, everyone shoots late. Early. All right, here we go. Early, Chris. Early.
Oh, and you know what? And that fee wasn't too bad. Hey, you know what? Even though he only had one jackpot, that extra million with already, you know, having a substantial lead in group, like, he's got to be feeling great. And I can't tell, but it looks like he's getting close to completing all the mirrors.
Oh, let's see which one this is.
And I'll show my lack of knowledge, but is it 2 million when you get a super mirror, or whatever it's called?
Sure, I don't really know.
Oh wow, only one danger there. But, you know, it brings that score up to 9 million almost.
Getting into Super Frenzy is where it's at. And dumping it into the Jets for some big points.
Absolutely.
All right. D-Cam.
Lock lit. Let's see if he shoots the left ramp.
Pass that
No,
over.
I don't know.
Pass
He's thinking. He's thinking. I think he's in the left ramp. Yep, I felt it. I felt him shooting the left ramp.
Darren.
Oh.
Right. Oh, because he's
And I guess I
currently
can
kicking your ass.
reserve my comments for my balls because... Oh, yeah. And not to give away my next ball, but I just remember all my terrible balls, and I don't remember this one lasting too long. Yep, there it goes.
Hey,
nice,
at least
nice,
you got some good
nice
practice on the tilt to see where the plumb bomb's at.
Yeah,
that'll come in handy for
that
the
made me feel great. You know, feeling out the tilt with 500,000 after 2 balls on my first game in Pinburgh finals. Yeah, it's a great feeling.
Well, you never know. You might get into the next round, have to play Funhouse again. You know, you're gonna like having felt that tilt.
That is true. Oh, all right. Well, let's see if Yorian is gonna do the soft plunge to try to get Frenzy, or if you're like our cousin, doing the full plunge super dog. All right.
Very nice.
So now, in single ball play, shooting the left loop, you can get into the Jets and get some really good points. And
screw that.
Oh, for right now,
locks are lit.
Oh, for Yorian. Oh, if you're trying to
go to town on that lock. Hey.
And one thing that
he did enjoy some jet love before the quick exit.
And you know what? I don't blame him for not trying to save that with risking the tilt. The one unfortunate thing about Frenzy is it's collected in your bonus. So if you tilt, you will not get any of your points from Frenzy.
That's true. At least his Frenzy was about the total score that you had for 2 balls. So we'll see if that comes in handy as Darren tries to catch him on ball 3. Chris is man. This is a good place to be right
Absolutely.
now. Yorian's in the clubhouse.
Oh, nice
This is where I take about an
danger
hour and a
save.
half break.
Yep, drink your water, swear at yourself.
Water, yell at myself. That's right.
Yeah.
Because whatever led up to that double danger probably wasn't great.
And I'm hoping Mark will edit out some of my somewhat audible swears throughout this bank of games that we played. I know you tend to yell at yourself in a more comedian way, I guess, where mine are a little bit more venomous with my swears, so I apologize if our parents are watching this.
Alright, an unfortunate right out lane exit from the skill shot area, but not bad. Looks like 8.6 million.
Yeah, I'd take that than 556,000. Oh wow, the unconventional right flipper to the lock.
That's how our
my
family
cousin.
does it. Unconventional. Alright, let's see if Darren can get no multi-ball here and at least try to pass Yorian.
Absolutely.
And really even starting multi-ball would be enough. If he can.
Yeah. Or if by accident he shoots the left ramp and he gets Frenzy, you can easily get a million by like some good jet action, but right now his focus should be getting into multi-ball.
And God, the side-to-side. Funhouse is just mentally brutal, the side-to-side action. It just always feels like it's going to go
It's
out.
probably why I was such a good earner. Sometimes you'll have just the easiest, best game on it, and other times you can't buy a bucket.
Nice ball.
Oh, nice catch. Settle, swear at yourself if you're sharp, make the shot. Nice. Nicely done.
All right, see if he's going to full plunge and shoot late like everyone else has been doing.
Yep. Nope, he gets a free shot. He doesn't even have to plunge.
Early, Darren.
Oh, no. Don't.
Way earlier than that.
That's just no man's land on the left in lane.
Yeah.
You just pray. That's an extra ball when you go out, in the left in lane. All right, well, I can take you through my thought process. I am thinking bad words in my head. But you know what? At this point, I know Chris is up there. One multi-ball will get me in the, potentially in first place. But right now, I'm really just trying to clip Darren and Yorian. 3.5, 4 million is definitely doable. But right now, I haven't had much play. I just want to settle in. I'm pissed because I switched out of my quick multi-ball being lit, but at least,
to add insult to injury.
Get settled in, shoot the left ramp, make it. Oh, come on. All right. And I am just late on that upper left flipper. I mean, there's no excuse.
Yeah, no, you should have called for a positive or a negative malfunction there. The ball. You shouldn't have missed that shot. I thought you hit it right on time.
Yeah, well, I think I needed about 5 more balls in this game, not to give away my end result here, but I'm starting to feel a little bit. I mean, it doesn't look like it, but I actually am starting to feel a little bit more comfortable. Yeah, I'll take a lucky bounce into the crazy steps, but you know what? I'm starting frenzy.
Anything that works.
And you know what? I was debating really quickly in my head whether to shoot the left ramp or the left loop. I know usually.
No, you're nuts.
Well, I need some points, and I'm really close to getting multi-ball lit.
Nice bump.
Locks lit.
Nice
that if I have one more shot up the left ramp, I'll be able to get my locks lit. All right, frenzy total almost 1 million, so not terrible. I'm feeling good.
And are you even noticing how late the upper flipper is while you're playing, or not really yet?
You know what? I just didn't get comfortable enough, but it didn't matter. What really hurt was I just got my lock lit, and I just never got a chance to lock it and give myself a chance. So, unfortunately, I was in the catbird seat and failed. So again, my stellar record on Papa video is still unblemished, I guess, from the opposite side. But
after game 1, Chris Newsom has 3 wins, Yorian with 2, Darren with 1, and Zach is still sitting on the bench. Get ready to start.
I still don't have my first Papa win under the lights, so hopefully that will change in the near future.
Yeah, it may even change in this round. Who knows?
Yeah, I hope so.
All right, the next game is going to be Flash Gordon, and then the order of play, I believe, is based on how the Funhouse round goes. So I think that, Zach, you're probably going to be player 4 again.
Yeah.
Which is always, it's always nice to be player 4 and then lose, and then get to be player 4 again.
Yeah, but you know what? When you're in a Pinburgh style, you want to be first player because that means that you're winning. When you're consistently first player, that means you're doing a good job and you're feeling good about yourself.
All right, we're ready to move on?
Let's move on to Flash Gordon. All right.
And Chris, player 1, based on his stellar victory on Funhouse. And this Flash Gordon was a bitch.
It was. And it's funny because, we'll get to the Twilight Zone game, and even with Funhouse, you can definitely get some nice, shake action. But I remember this Flash Gordon having an uncharacteristically tight tilt, especially for Flash Gordon. The game is just a beast with itself.
Let's see, Chris has 2 targets into his lower right bank. For me, you know what, every time I try to tap pass and work my bonus X and stuff, I usually have much better outcome if I start spraying those targets on the left, try to get it back up to the top.
Yeah, that's one of the great things about Flash Gordon as a game is there's so many different strategies. Sometimes some people go for the bonus multiplier drops on the right off the bat. I've kind of shied away from that strategy because what's 4 times nothing if you drain?
Right, exactly.
So I like to actually somewhat try to build up my bonus first.
Now, don't get me wrong. If extra balls are on, then go to town and get your extra first, and then you can start doing whatever you want.
And I'm not sure when Bowen had his Flash Gordon tutorial. It might have been after this or maybe before, but I mean, there's just so many different ways to play it. I know, Josh, you and I usually tend to agree and think alike on a lot of games, but whenever there's a mini playfield or an upper playfield involved, one of my cardinal rules is always, you know what, if you drain at the top, your ball's not over. So sometimes I like just keeping the ball up on top as much as possible. So
it is the safest place to be.
So Chris did what I would do, well, what I think I do is backhand up to the upper flipper and work on those drops.
I guess we'll find out. Here's Yorian. And whiffs on the top, and down we go. And he's using the Funhouse strategy of only needing 2 balls to compete against the other 3 guys in his group.
Yeah, it seems he likes putting that extra pressure on him. Oh, and it looks like our cousin, being part of our family, gets an extra 200 points for doing nothing before plunging.
He deserves it. He's got a cute kid. He deserves it. And it looks like, that release from the right upper to lower playfield shot is dangerously close to going down
and
the middle.
Just can't get anything going. And that, I mean, that's one of the rough things with Flash Gordon is, every shot is a dangerous shot. You shoot the drops on the left, you're in danger. You shoot the multiplier drops on the right, you're in danger. All right.
No love in that hole. Yeah. Nice in lane for yourself.
I will take it. All right, let's see what I do. I think I'm going up. I'm going up. Yep. There we go. All right, getting close to completing the 1, 2, 3 up top, building up my bonus. I probably should have let that dead bounce over. I'm feeling a little frisky. Oh, nothing I could do there, but yeah, just this is painful to commentate on my poor play, but I'll be here.
Just like 4 balls down, 8 balls to go,
yep,
Zach.
I'll be here for all 8 balls. All right. Again, Chris must be feeling good.
Chris, leading after ball 1, working his targets.
Yep. Just looking very comfortable.
Let's see if he goes back up to the top like you.
And this is where I think my strategy has changed on this. Yeah. Where, when you don't have that much bonus, I like shooting for the left drops.
I do too.
I think I've started changing my strategy on it.
It's usually, it can be deadly over there because, but like you said, every shot you do, you kind of, you're at the mercy of the game willing to give you your ball back.
And you just gain points here and there, especially if you bounce into the right spot targets. You're getting 10,000 every time it's kind of swinging back side to side.
Let's see where Yorian's going.
Let's see. Looks like he's almost trying to tap or post pass it, but nope. He's going for the right drop.
Nice save.
Nice in lane. Oh, too much. Yeah, he can't be happy with that ball. But
I hear it just takes 1 good ball.
Yep, I'm still waiting on mine, but yep, it only takes 1. And one thing to note on Flash Gordon, every time you get into that middle saucer, the lights will show you which way the ball is going to be kicked. So the first time the lights will kind of point downwards and the ball will be kicked to the lower playfield. But if he happens to get into that scoop hole again, the lights will flash upwards and it will kick up to the upper playfield.
Nice power in lane for Darren.
Yeah. And we highly recommend, I know we're not putting on a stellar display here for Flash Gordon, but Bowen's tutorial on it was fantastic and just, knowing the nuances of this game. Oh,
nice, Darren.
Nice. No fear.
That's
no
right.
Fear.
See ball, hit ball. Super spinner's lit on the left.
All right.
This is usually my favorite time to go out.
Yeah. I like the little breather, collect himself, power in lane. But if he does shoot the right,
drop targets on the right.
Yeah. Or he could.
Alright, Jack the spinner. It's time to Townsend the spinner. I don't know what he's doing.
You know what?
there.
Maybe he's trying to collect bonus. You see the lights flashing up there, and if you don't know the game that well, I mean, his bonus isn't terrible. He's got 2x.
You know what though? You can never pass up a good Townsend.
That's true. Oh.
Ah, Darren.
Hey, but great
Not
ball.
bad though. Not bad.
Looks like he's closing in on Chris, pulling himself away from Yorian and myself. Alright. I think the most action I've had on this is my multiple plunge attempts, but we'll see if I get anything going.
It does help ball time.
Alright. Settle down, Z. Settle down. See, this is where I think my strategy has changed. Oh, ball got stuck. Oh,
pilot error.
Yeah, you know what happened there? When the ball got stuck underneath that upper right flipper, it got me on edge a little bit, and it threw off my timing a little bit to, kind of save. I usually don't have too many pilot errors, but I will chalk that up to completely dropping the ball there. Literally.
Nice save.
Yep, and Chris going in for multiplier. Oh, and he's just dialed in there.
That's right.
That's great.
Man, if there's nothing better than winning your first 2 games. When there's a 3-game series, it's fantastic. When it's a 4-game series, it's a little less fantastic, but still the best place to be.
Yeah, and the one great thing about the Pinburgh format is you're never truly out of it because each win is only 1 win. So, if you get first, you're not getting, double the points of second place. So it definitely creates a different dynamic for finals. Oh, it looked like he could have maybe saved that, but you know what? With his bonus in the tight tilt, I don't see why he should have, tilted away any bonus, especially being in first.
Yeah, 4-13 with what everyone else is at. That's not a bad place to be in the
The fact that he's beating all of us combined right now, I think he must be feeling confident.
So here's Yorian, who took 2 balls off, pretty much. See if he can get something going.
And I think this is where my strategy has changed. I was kind of pointing it to it earlier where, I like backhanding it to the upper playfield, but, you know what? Kind of shoot for the drops. You get some points there. But, rough go for Yorian. But in my head, I'm secretly cheering because I got my first pop. I got my first win.
You got a point.
Oh, awful. Oh, Darren can't even talk.
Some hot garbage.
But again, I feel like the window's open that I could, if I get anything going, 4-13, I can do this. Zach, you can do this. Let's go.
You can do this all on the upper playfield. Oh, here it comes.
Oh, this is just bad. Okay, settle down. This is where I should shoot for the drops. I know I was trying to go for the top. Oh,
damn it.
Awful. I don't even think I swore there. I was just demoralized, but...
So let's see. You still, managed your first win, which is nice under the cameras.
I'll take it.
You got to start somewhere. Yorian finished in 4th, so he is at 2 wins after 2 games. Darren is at 3 wins after 2 games. Zach is at 1 win, and Chris is at 6. And with the way the Pinburgh rounds advance, Zach, Darren, and Yorian are all still fighting to move on because it is the top 2 from each group. So even with how depressed you are after 6 balls, Zach, there's a lot of play left, and you're 1 win away from being right back in the match.
Absolutely, and with Twilight Zone coming up, it's a newer game. I feel, I've always felt very comfortable in Twilight Zone and Mars Trek. 2 games ago, at this point, I'm not phased. I'm a little pissed, to put it mildly, but you know what? There's still plenty of pinball to play, and still feeling good. Still feeling good.
The other interesting thing is with 6 wins, Chris is actually in a position now where, knowing that the top 2 advance, at 6, he really at this point knows he's going to advance. And with the way the groupings are at Pinburgh for the next round, he's actually in an interesting position where it may not behoove him to win first in his group. He may want to try and finish second in his group. you never want to really think ahead. You kind of just want to win as much as you can whenever you can. But with the field of players that are in this Pinburgh final, I always look and see where I end up in the next round. And for Chris, if he finishes first in his group, he goes to Adam Becker and Carl D'Angelo. If he finishes second in his group, he goes to Dave Hagee and Sean Grant. To me, that doesn't really scream, I got to get in one over the other. You can look at, who your driver is, and if he gets into the Heggie Storm group, Dave Heggie's his driver. If he gets into the Becker-Carl group, Adam Becker's his driver. Dave is a little bit of a, older school player. If you don't want to play the older school games, then you probably want to win that group, the S group, to move to where you want. But, you pretty much, if I look in the next round and I don't see Elwin there, then, there's no real reason for me to not play my best. It's pretty much only when you're trying to avoid that big dog when the other group looks like it might be an easier path to overall victory.
Yeah, at that point, I'm really not thinking about which group I'm advancing towards, but good analysis. Good analysis.
You have to earn your way to even be able to pretend to think about things like that, and you were about 5 wins away after those 2 games from being able to think about it.
Yeah, but you know what? You got to put all that stuff in the past. You're only as good as your latest ball, so let's go on to the next game. We did run into some issues, to put it mildly. There was some malfunctioning going on with the diverter on the power ramp?
Yes, the right ramp.
The right ramp.
You got to feel for Mark and Bowen, who are running the tournament, that you see this issue pop up, and it's just a tournament director's worst nightmare of how do we deal with this game that mostly works, and as you get further into a game, you're creating advantages and disadvantages of pulling a game at a certain time or not. It's just, we run a lot of tournaments, and it's not something I wish for any tournament director to have to do.
Absolutely not. But
we'll see how you guys truck through this hour-long game, I'm sure.
Yep. Strap yourselves in, because this is going to take a while. Chris already looking, comfortable. He had a little danger save earlier. So, I remember this Twilight Zone at the beginning had a pretty liberal tilt, especially for,
Man, it just played
butter.
It was...
I couldn't say any better. Better than butter. That kick out is perfect.
Fast lock. Interesting. It looked like he was trying to load his gumball, which you know what? He does have 2 lit.
Yep, you're always 2 away from getting Powerball, so it looks like he's going to try cashing in on that Powerball right off the bat. Try to put some more pressure because, he's the king of the first balls here right now.
No kidding. One more dead bounce over. Cradle and right over.
I'm just sitting back waiting to watch him get lost in the zone in the first ball.
Here we go.
That kick out is perfect.
It's just like, you just know that, you gotta roll your sleeves up, and it's time to go to work on this thing with how nice it was playing.
And, it's similar to Funhouse, where, when the kickouts are different, a game can play so much more difficult if, the kickout is to the lower part of the flipper where you can't let it bounce out and you have to hit it on the fly. And, just having that knowledge that you can let it bounce out with, no worries, it's a great feeling, especially in multi-ball.
Definitely.
When you have a lot of action going on, you can let it bounce and not even look down at your flippers almost because you know where it's going without looking.
Right, there's no risk. And he almost got that right ramp while the other ball was still in there.
And I'm sure it's common knowledge.
Oh, good save.
But while you're in Powerball Mania, if you have a ball up in the power play field, if you shoot the camera or dead end shot, you can actually trick the game into knowing that you hit a jackpot. So that's one of the nice little subtleties of Twilight Zone.
Nothing wrong with a cheat Powerball jackpot. I'll take it every time.
A skillful cheat.
That's right. So typically with the way Twilight Zones are set up, usually you don't even talk lost in the zone while you're playing. Normally it's just regular multi-ball and loading your power balls and just chopping that as many times as you can.
And you know what? When you're shooting to light your locks, you have your left ramp, your right ramp, and when you have to top, if you don't have the power field lit, you're gonna get it, all those modes off of the piano. So, as you've seen from him, he's already gotten, I think, 4 modes just off of the piano itself.
Yeah, it's definitely a little different when the game's playing this nice. You can loss in the zone is not out of the question.
Yeah, I think we'll see in your game. I know you, Gavin, and I forget who else is in your group had an epic battle on this Twilight, the same Twilight Zone, which we'll be able to hear your own commentary out loud. Yeah. And you also note the settings on this are a little tougher on the first multi-ball. Usually if you lock the first ball, you can start multi-ball on the left ramp. On this particular one, you actually had to shoot all the locks before it would even light the left ramp for multi-ball.
But you know what? I actually almost prefer, because you accidentally start it before you want to, and then you get that 15 million jackpot instead of 40.
Yeah.
And that just sucks.
Yeah, but again, sometimes it's just nice just getting into that multi-ball.
That's true. If the game plays tough, the safest place to be is with multiple balls on the playfield, because unless you're having a trailer or triple draining, you're safe.
So in multi-ball, right off the bat.
He tried to zack it off the upper right flipper, off the dead upper left flipper into the piano.
There's nothing worse when you get two balls up into the power ramp and one of them is in trouble. Great life.
Nice control from Chris. And
all right.
Oh,
I don't know why he didn't let that bounce over.
He was so early on that. That's where he needed to be on Funhouse.
Yeah. You know what? I think he did just fine on Funhouse.
Yeah.
A little caramel. Oh, see that's where I know he was trying to get a jackpot. If he actually missed that jackpot and got control of the ball, he could restart multi-ball and have a fresh 3 balls as opposed to just cashing in on one jackpot. But you know what? 70 million first ball.
70 million, man. 70 million. Take
70 million. 6 wins so far. I think he is feeling more than confident. In another mode.
Filling up those door panels.
You see, that was a little squirrely of a kick out. It looked like it hit the bottom right post there. We'll definitely have to keep an eye out on that. But yeah, rinse, repeat. Left ramp, right ramp, light your lock. Eventually you'll have 2 gumballs lit, 2 gumballs, power ball. Just keep it going.
It's actually just starting to think I hope I brought some snacks with me down here to watch this game, because this may go through lunch and dinner.
Or like you, I should have my bottle of water nearby. I can take a breather and have a sip of water.
Plowing through like he's playing at home right now. It's just such a good feeling.
Absolutely.
And he did not let it bounce over after the last squirrely kick out.
It's just something to be mindful of. We'll see if it affects any other future player. But you know what? Fantastic first ball. He's
some
4...
Big risk, big reward in the Twilight Zone for him right there.
4 modes away from a loss in the zone first ball. Wow. I'm surprised he didn't get the, replay extra 10 million flipper bonus at the end there. Just for good measure. Yeah, and one of the dangerous things...
Kick-out's fine.
Yeah, it was good there. You'll notice there is the skill shot right off the bat where you can, soft plunge it, try to get your 10 million or, 5 million orange or yellow award and get your free hitchhiker around. But since this is not a prototype Twilight Zone, there's that dividing post that's not in the jet bumpers, so you're always at risk on that left side. Fortunately, growing up, we had the prototype Twilight Zone, so we would...
so you never have to worry.
Yeah, you get your hitchhikers up to 40 or 50 in a game. It was great.
And then you get to go play in a tournament and you start crying because all the balls go out the left eye.
Absolutely. Looks like Darren's trying to get a little comfortable. All right, let's see if he tries the post pass or doing the left ramp, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes you get in a nice flow on Twilight Zone where you don't even think about post passing it from either flipper, unless you're on the right and you want to try to going for gumball or something. But
I think he may just 3-way combo everybody to death.
Oh, and he's got Spiral going. If he can somehow get into multi-ball with Spiral, that can be some huge points. Nice little nudge in there.
Good save, Darren. I don't know what that was.
That's
See, him and Chris, they both give
that
up.
was-
They give up on letting the ball pass over from the slot machine, and they both lost their ball when they had to deal with flipping at it.
Oh wow, I'm not going last for a change. We'll see if this changes my fortune. All right, good bounce out. All right. Oh,
Look at this.
beautiful post
There you
pass
go.
followed by a miss. Nothing better feeling than that.
That's all right. One gumball lit is done. Get a couple ramps here. I might just gut the left ramp, Zach. Just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that, dude.
And miss.
That's right. Just start flipping.
I
Let it
just-
down. Start flipping.
At some point, I don't know how Kaylee does it with commenting on all of his videos. It's just I kind of just want to yell at myself right now, and some of the decisions I'm making. But
Nice bump. Very nice bump, especially because there's no rubber on that out lane on the right.
let's see if I can
To be able to nudge that back into play on that metal rail, that's good nudge. Good nudge.
Thank
see.
you. And what, seeing Chris be able to get a double danger with an aggressive save, I know. Oh,
Look at that. You can do things like
as
that.
I was just saying,
Take
when
that.
when I saw Chris shaking it, I knew I can get away with murder a little bit, and yeah, that was a second-degree murder right there. But I will take it.
You gonna go lock two gumballs or regular multi-ball?
Well, right now I've got fast lock. I'm going for fast lock. No doubt.
Get that out of the way.
Absolutely. But, I mean, first you have to make the
Can't
shot,
hit.
but I'm
Can't hit anything.
going for fast lock.
There you
All right.
go. Yep, Chris passed up on that opportunity when he went right for his gumballs. I totally would have.
Yep.
Those gumballs aren't going anywhere.
Especially if you get it within the first 5 seconds. You're talking over 10 million for every shot up there, and you can get a nice rhythm
and the way,
of getting balls
especially
cradled.
with the way you can control the ball in this game. It's
Absolutely.
like, there you go, perfect.
Oh, look at that. Well, again, you have to make your shot. So let's see if I'm. Oh, yeah, I'm just off. But if some players are comfortable, staging the flipper, you can actually get a nice rhythm where if you have balls cradled on the right flipper and you're shooting the fast lock.
Exactly.
Oh,
my
this is.
God.
You know what? I just don't even need to talk right now. But you can stage the right flipper, shoot the camera, pass it over, cradle. I mean, there's some nice flipper tricks you can do in fast lock to get
Hey,
going.
there's one.
All right, there's two. All right,
There's
that's
two.
26 million right
Into
there.
the camera. Boom. Into the camera. Boom.
Yeah.
Bounce over.
And you'll notice I'm holding up the left flipper to shoot the camera.
Oh!
Get it!
Oh, God. That was almost just so nice. Ah,
Oh, just get control. In my head, I am just and out loud yelling at
balls
myself.
everywhere.
Just get control.
Oh, just rolling off the end. There's one. And, oh, God. How about shove it right in there? Missed it.
Yeah.
Camera. No. A lot
right.
of potential
You know
for that to have been much better than it was.
But you know what? First ball, I'll take it. I'm feeling, slightly comfortable. I don't want to say completely comfortable, but all right.
Definitely feeling like, and you know what? All in a nice double danger. So this is all
Absolutely.
great.
Or as Keith Ellen would say, he would pull out the stopwatch whenever I have a double danger save. So we'll see if I can keep this going for a little bit. But I know I'm one shot away from Powerball, so if I can hit it, I can try to keep this momentum going. And again, the feed, the flippers, this game just played so crisp.
Right. The only bad thing is that you're playing like me. You can't actually hit anything.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's amazing, how players look when you're actually making shots consecutively versus just recovering. But
All right. Bounce over. Cradle.
let's see how it is. Oh, it has less speed.
I'm a fly.
Oh, missed.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Jesus.
just give me control. No need to panic, even though I'm panicking right now a little bit.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
God.
all right. Nice
right.
post pass or left ramp. I tried the post pass
Oh,
and
yes.
failed.
Yes.
I remember that. I mean, I didn't even need to watch this video because I remember botching that post pass.
Especially on a double danger, like when that post pass, right after you're done, it's like you almost want to reach your hand through the glass and just grab the ball back because it's done.
And what's even more painful is, when you're in a 4-player group, now the Powerball's in the trough for somebody else to just snipe it from me. So that was an okay first ball, but just really demoralizing, leaving a power ball on the table. Oh, it looks like Joran had a little trouble trying to post pass it there, but
Yeah, I don't really know what he was post passing.
I don't know. Yeah, he just needed to shoot the ramp, but kick out, looking good still.
There you go. Lock the ball and get Zach's power ball. That's the name of the game.
Yeah.
Bounce it over, lock the ball, get Zach's power ball.
Yeah, Twilight Zone's definitely a game where the longer you play, the more comfortable you just get with the angles and the shots. And I can't watch. There's my power ball.
This is called stealing Zach's lunch.
Yeah. And this is where I'm sitting, watching, crying. Wow, that was interesting.
Very nice recovery on that kick
Wow.
out, because that was
little squirrely.
Messed up.
Little squirrely. Okay.
There we go.
Nice curl shot
And
at
he's
it.
not a sharp, so
wow.
he missed it. He does have a little bit of sharp in
You
him.
jinxed him. Oh wow.
Oh my god. Nice on the fly.
He must have been holding his breath when it went up that light spiral. That would have been extremely unfortunate, and good for me if it went up and out, but...
He's got 2 in the power field. This could be some big things.
Oh, and there's one. Let's see if he can get a second one.
This is where
close.
I still love getting my Roger on. I just start flipping like a maniac when it's up there. There's just something.
Absolutely.
You get a nice rhythm. Bat, bada, bat, bada, bat, bada, bat, bada, bat, bada, bat.
And to relight your jackpot, you have to shoot the left ramp.
That diverter just screwed it.
Yeah. I think that might be some of the start of the diverter issue. Oh, and you know what? Looked like he had a little pilot error there. He could have saved that ball, but you know what? Not bad for a free power ball. At my expense.
He might as well.
Right, you know, multi-ball.
He's got his 2 gumballs lit. He can be able to. He can get back into Powerball again after stealing your lunch.
Absolutely. Yep, because he didn't shoot at. He locked his balls and he got the Powerball. So you're absolutely right. And look at that jackpot right off the fly.
40.
Yeah,
40 to start.
40. Shoot the camera to relight it. And as I said earlier, most players will hold up that left flipper because it creates a bigger gap for the ball to make the camera shot.
There we go. He's got to do it right now. He didn't quite stage it there, and then he lost control of the ball in the bottom right.
Oh, nice slide catch down there.
Take your time.
Yep. And this is where I would...
no staging.
I was going to say, this is where staging on Adam's Family, Twilight Zone becomes very handy. Oh, look at those little extra 5 millions added to his jackpot total.
Nice live catch. Position A right now.
Hey, I think he's intentionally just trying to build up that jackpot as much as possible.
Right. Shoot spot targets before collecting jackpot.
Nice.
Settle
in.
Make your right ramp, Joran. Make the right ramp. Do it. Boom. Do it. Oh.
Hey,
who
take
cares?
it.
Who needs it?
Oh, good post pass. See, some people can post pass on this.
And all right, time for stage 3.
85 million. That is a fantastic jackpot. And
what an unfortunate kick out. It knocked that ball right down the right out lane.
But you know what?
It always sucks to leave the jackpot lit. For some reason, I don't know. It feels better if it drains out a multi-ball when you still have the camera lit to relight.
Absolutely. Oh, let's see what the camera award is for him. You know, probably not bad. You know, take the points. 40 million. Yep, 42.
What's next?
Collect bonus. Ooh,
Clock 10
millions.
All right, always be on the lookout for collect bonus.
Yeah, especially if you have a couple of Powerball Manias and other stuff. It's a game changer. That's one of the unfortunate things about Twilight Zone. I wish the cameras were completely in sequence for every player.
Yeah.
But, you know what?
You know what, though? With the way that you steal Powerballs in this thing, it sort of follows the way the rest of the game kind of works.
All right, fast lock.
Bounce it
Take
over.
it.
Fast lock. And boom.
Nope. Pulling to me.
Bounce it over, and boom.
Hey, look at that, 13.5 million. You know, he didn't shoot it on the, you know, his first attempt. You know, had some time in between, but still, you know, it's still over 10 million a shot. You know, nothing to scoff at.
Let's see. Trying to get some control. Who cares about that ball? There's one.
Oh, nice little flip save on that.
And you know, he just never got into a position where he could have multiple balls cradled down below to try to start sort of like a surgeon to start working through it. And I don't know why he is not loading the gumball here. I think he has both lit.
He might, and maybe he doesn't know it, but you know what? I'm not against him shooting the right ramp to light his lock. He's going to be in the power field, so, you know, hopefully get some good points there. Because the last thing you want to do is load your gumball and not be 100% sure that you can get Powerball. So we'll see. Let's see if he rodges it out.
We could have Dad do a tutorial. Get into the power field and flip as fast as you can with both flippers.
And as loud.
For as long as you can.
And as
Just
loud
keep
as
flipping
possible.
forever.
So again, you know, adding to his bonus.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
No, a collect bonus would be nice off the camera.
Yeah, and you know what? He just might be feeling good on a multi-ball that he's gonna just go for another regular multi-ball. It's looking like it.
Nope, he did not have two gumballs lit, so good on Yorian for not...
Now he should be sure if he has multiple gumballs. Oh, yeah,
there
look at that.
There you go, look at that.
So again, you know...
A smart play by the Swede.
Better safe than sorry, making sure that you have enough gumballs lit.
Gets a free attempt to do over. Here we go, cradle and gumball and kick out.
It's such a good feeling too.
And cradle and gumball.
And the point value keeps going up. You know, he's getting 20 million for that. You know, the next time he shoots it, it's gonna be 25. I don't know when it maxes out.
Here we go, on the fly.
Oh.
Oh my god.
You know what?
Let it pass.
I don't blame him for flipping at it because, again, that almost went up and out the left in lane. So he has to be a little bit nervous and cautious there. But, you know.
Alright, here you go. Take your time.
He's got the shot.
Bam.
He hits it. Boom. Second Powerball mania on first ball. He's got to be feeling good. And I'm still kicking myself because one of those Powerballs feels like it was mine.
It was yours, Zach.
It was mine. Oh, brutal. But
he can still get it. 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 He can probably not now, but he can still get it. He's still trying like he can get it.
But you know what? Even though that was not a great Powerball mania, he's still getting the points. He's adding to his bonus total. Working his way towards his next multi-ball. I mean, he's up to what? Over 400? 400 almost? Not to include his bonus.
His bonus, yeah.
It's got to be creeping up there.
Just doing work.
Oof. Rough. But you know what? Fantastic first ball.
Good start. Big risk, big reward. Really big risk.
45, let's see it. Replay? Oh,
nope.
No. That's a shame. Poor Yorian didn't get the replay. Alright, well, you know, it's been a while. It's been, what, almost 20 minutes, it feels like, since Chris's first ball. So, you know, he had a great first start. Let's see if he picks right up where he left off, and he does.
With a 9 million odd change.
Did he?
Got a... Yeah, didn't
Did
get
it
on the
not get on the piano? Okay, I was going to say, he should be 3 away from losing his own.
That's the oddest odd change I've ever seen because it shouldn't have given him anything. It should have given him a door panel.
Yeah. All right.
This is where you cradle, you call Mark and Bowen over, and you ask them to give you a door panel. And then they tell you, I'm not giving you a door panel.
And then they can watch you shoot it again, and then it will give you the door panel.
Right. All right, so Hitchhiker's normally not as high as it is on, 2.
Nice. Again, at home, loved it. 40 of them counting up.
25 million. And he's got 3 panels left.
Yep.
And he's got Powerball.
Oof. Wow. That is
somehow
squirrely.
You know what? Ball's cradled on the left flipper. However it gets there, who cares?
Oh, first attempt, making it look easy.
This is what happens when you retire from pinball for multiple years.
Yeah.
You've got fresh young legs.
You know what? He went into the mountains and he came back a better player.
Right. Came back with the wrists of an 18-year-old.
Oh, and you might be wondering, where is the other ball? It is stuck in the diverter.
And Chris did the right thing, cradled the ball, kept it cradled, called over either Mark or Bowen, and they worked it out.
And
had he chosen to, oh, nice, one ball, multi-ball, you cannot take advantage of that situation.
Yeah.
So Chris did the right thing by not doing that.
Yep, and they did the right thing. He's trying to
And look at
actively
that, karma,
shoot for it.
Karma works out for him because he gets a Powerball jackpot right away.
Yep, and you know what? The reason why they were letting him play was, he was actively going to try to shoot the right ramp. We'll see if, the diverter fixes itself. And it did, at least for right now. But yeah, karma definitely worked in its favor right there for Chris.
That's right. That's what happens when you don't take advantage of beneficial malfunctions and you don't do drugs.
Absolutely. Right. He relayed his right, so let's...
There we go. Oh, God! There
we go.
Boom! Ah.
And you know what?
Always nice when you can go back-to-back right
see
up
if you can
there.
get that one last jackpot.
All right, get it. You can get it. Just keep flipping. Just keep going. Doesn't matter.
And the ball's stuck.
Keep flipping. Time for a pause in the action.
Oh.
No.
I didn't know it actually goes through a ball search.
It was... Yeah.
That was unique.
I wonder if it would have ball searched it into the jackpot. What if
I was going to say, I want the ball on the right flipper. I would request the ball on my flipper, or plunger. Alright, this is fantastic. He's got spiral. Oh, I don't know why his...
Multi-ball was lit. And
you know what? I think he just
might
missed.
have been going for
yeah,
it.
I think he just missed there. But you know what? That's a fantastic miss.
Especially with, 2 door panels
Yeah.
left, 3 door panels left.
Oh,
Nice.
one more door panel left.
Boom! 31 million. You can taste it.
Oh, and he
Taste
likes
it.
Battle of the Power again. He can just rinse, repeat that. But again, he's got spiral going, multi-ball.
Take it.
Oh, yeah, he's going
he
for it.
was definitely going for multi-ball.
Absolutely. Oh, you know what? I think he could have saved there. I think he could have tipped it on that left flipper.
Especially with
in the tilt.
Yeah, with the liberal tilt.
Yeah.
He could have given that a go.
Yeah. But you know what? With his bonus and feeling comfortable,
He's got the sharp Chemnitzer cousin plan.
Yeah.
Killing him.
Killing our family.
Especially if he wants to leave himself an option to not win the group later on.
Yeah, but you know, knowing Chris, he's too much of a competitor. He will try to win every game he plays. All right.
Darren blowing through some locks, bounce it over.
Playing with no fear.
Multi-ball start. Do it. Look at that.
There you go.
Boom.
And you know, I like shooting the left ramp as opposed to relocking on the right side, so you get your first attempt
you
at the jackpot.
the nice feed to get your first jackpot.
Boom. Just like
just
that.
got it. Relight.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my God. Maybe Mark can slow-mo that upper right flipper to left outlay
like
attempt to relight his jackpot.
An opposite Picard maneuver. That was just a unique dream, but...
He's working it out, though. Here we go. The timing with that lower ball just messed up that jackpot attempt.
Right.
Chose to not try to bounce it off the upper left.
Go.
Here we go. See if you can
settle down. Oh, see, you know what? I would not have shot the camera there, or I would not have shot the right ramp. I would have settled down a little bit. I would have shot, and then the wheels just come off. Oh, poor Darren. Yeah, sometimes when you get too much, ball action going, it's just you're gonna lose control and just get out, lose control. That's the best way of putting it. But all right, so Yorian has a great first ball. Chris has 2 great balls. He's 2 shots away from lost in the zone. I just got to do work.
if this was a doubles match, you and Darren would be in big trouble.
Absolutely. But you know what? Never out of it. Like my, get to another multi-ball.
Left ramp, go.
And
miss. And,
Oof.
God.
Hey, 7 million. I'll take it. Oh, I didn't just stop there. I'd change.
Oh, boy. Alright, cradle, call Mark over, have him give you a piano.
I think I already had the piano. Maybe I don't even remember. But all right, settle down, Z. Wow, that was a whiff.
Went to the bank.
I was going for the bank shot. I like the bank shot.
Bank shot's great.
Oh. No!
Hey,
But you know what? I'm glad I didn't bank shot it because now I can go for the relock.
And you bailed on the post pass after your...
Absolutely. You know what? Fool me once, shame on me.
Fool you twice, never be fooled again.
Fool me twice, and I lose another ball.
Alright, look at the live catch. And a hold on ball.
Oh, alright,
yes.
Let's see what I do. I missed my shots.
Yes.
The wheels.
Fall off. There we
Alright,
go.
one, I'm not done yet. I want to get at least like one more jackpot. Come on.
At least 7 more jackpots.
Oh.
I can't make the right orbit.
Alright, there we
Got
go.
it. But here comes the other ball,
Oh.
messing everything up.
Get control. Awesome.
boy.
And that's where I let out a nice word or two. But
Yeah, it's just what you just feel like you just never had the chance to blow it up.
yeah.
And then it's over.
But you know what? Gotta move on.
Do it again.
It's like, alright,
again.
you know what? I'm gonna get my two, in my head, it's like, you know what? Get to another multi-ball. I'll light 2 gumballs. Try not to give, not give Yorian another Powerball. And,
You could have live caught there. Instead, you flipped.
yeah. Sometimes I don't always feel comfortable with live catching.
Backhand right ramp action.
Absolutely. Got it. Nice. It looks like I'm competent at playing pinball for, a change.
Good
Oh
save.
wow, not even a
warnings.
warning.
Nice drop catch. Missing shots.
Oof.
Missing shots. This.
Wipe down the, handle down bar. Make sure the flippers are still working.
Oh my god.
I certainly remember that kick out. It shocks your system. You're so used to, having a nice speed, and all of a sudden your world is collapsed.
It's like driving down the highway and all of a sudden a guy in front of you slams on their brakes.
It's like running and your shoe falls off. You're like, you don't know what to do.
Oh, God.
And it's like, I just want to get control. It's like just rolling.
So many balls just rolling off the end.
Yeah.
Oh, look at you, totally Rogering it up.
Yep. But, let's pray that I don't drain out the left
Dad
side.
would be proud. Dad would be proud.
Alright. Lock that. Oh, actually, you know what? I've got 2 gumballs. Yeah, that's right.
That's the right call.
Yep.
Bounce over, or is it going to go off the
Oh.
sleeve? Whoa! Dude,
Little live
look
catch.
at that.
Little live catch. I was not feeling comfortable.
Why not?
I was on edge, to, put it mildly.
Oh, boy. Oh.
There's nothing worse than a great save followed by a quick exit.
That was a hell of a save.
Again, just not quite pulling it off. Again, I get Yorian one step closer to, his Powerball, and, not putting myself in a good position. But
Yorian's like, he will just choose to play after Zach anytime.
And I don't know what he's doing. Is he waving at the flipper, or did I spit on the glass? I don't know what that was, but
This is Yorian. It says, "Tack bra."
yeah.
So thank you in Swedish.
Yeah, and this is why I'm saying,
tack.
and when he makes his Powerball shot, which I think he does right here, this is where I say "Va fan." which you can Google Translate to look for that translation.
It does not mean you're welcome in Swedish.
No. Again, I feel like I'm giving Yorian easily like 200 million on these. Not to say that he wouldn't have gotten to Powerball Mania, but I definitely made his path there much easier.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, you've seen it. Anytime that you have to go through the process of, especially when the kickout starts getting a little squirrely.
Yeah.
Like, who wouldn't take one free, advancement of the Powerball?
Yeah.
And pilot error down there, just let one sloppy.
Yeah. But you know what? I think, unfortunately, this is where this Twilight Zone game gets into squirrely territory with the diverter. I actually have not watched this video. I don't know if you have beforehand, but
I have not.
I don't know how they'll edit it out, but we had some issues with the diverter being stuck.
Well, he got one Powerball jackpot so far. Just relit it. Nicely done. Into the camera, into the right ramp. Miss.
It's alright. I don't know why you didn't shoot at the camera at that top flipper.
And it's going to roll off. Oh, a good gut.
And this is where Bowen and Mark's stomachs drop, like a couple of notches.
Because he went from having 2 balls that were going to be going into the power field
to nothing,
worth a possible 100 million to both balls on the flipper, which isn't bad, but man, especially in the game that he's in the position that he's in.
Yeah, he does not want this game to be thrown out, and I don't blame him.
There's one, and it didn't advance it again.
And this
is where, like, as a tournament director, it's just like, you gotta be kidding me. Please just work.
Yeah. And you know what? Somewhat selfishly, it's like,
there we go.
They're talking about moving us over to Lord of the Rings, and it's like, at this point, where Chris is almost at Lost in the Zone, I only have 1 ball left. It's like, I'm not completely, disappointed if this game gets thrown out and I get a fresh start. But you want to see a game through to its completion. So yep.
And I'm sure we've been, even more guilty of that when we run tournaments. It's we're finishing the game on this game unless it burns to the ground.
Absolutely. And you know what? If I'm Yorian, I would almost try to not get to another Powerball Mania because you don't want to.
You know what? It's just not right. It's not worth dealing with the issues.
Yep. I would just go for a regular multi-ball and
Yep. Just do it 100 times.
Yeah. He's in first place right now. He might not even need to play his last ball, so he doesn't want to add to the issue because I know it got to the point of where Mark and Bowen said if it happens again for an extended period of time, like this game will be thrown out. So,
and this is where if it's you and Darren, all you do is keep shooting that right ramp.
Absolutely. Oh, nice dead bounce.
And he is going multi-ball.
Boom.
Just don't even worry about that power.
Yeah, and it's also tough for the other players, including Yorian, standing up there with all these delays, because it kind of gets you out of your flow and your rhythm. We're already waiting, with all these long ball times. It just kind of throws you off your rhythm, because it's like, it almost feels like you're stepping up to a new game again. But it's not stopping him.
Let's see if he can, well, he's already relit it. 2 ball, let's see how he handles this. And bump! Oh, nice.
Alright.
And live catch or flail away?
Control.
Yeah. Oh, God. 3 balls wild. The Schmeg is going
just missing it. But you know what? Better lucky than good.
And a jackpot.
What's that up to? 70? Oh, 65. And he's got to be feeling great. But, it's definitely not out of reach for the other players, especially Chris, with, 2 shots away from Lost in the Zone. So, if you're Yorian, rinse, repeat. Left ramp, left ramp, right ramp, piano.
Oh, boy.
Interesting. Considering he only has 1 lit, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that decision because he's getting Chris that much closer to his Powerball.
Right. I mean, I certainly would have shot the right ramp first, and then if he wanted to go play with that ramp diverter.
Yeah, and you know what? To tell you the truth, even if I had enough gumballs lit at this point on ball 2, I would actively not shoot the right loop and play a little defense, a little offensive defense.
Yeah, especially with, if you and Darren can step up and have house balls, there's a good chance that he doesn't have to play his third ball. He doesn't want to be the one that causes another malfunction.
Yeah, and, if he has his gumballs lit and he needs to play his third ball, he knows that he's 2 shots away from Powerball Mania anyways.
Yeah.
So, we'll see if it plays out for him. But, yep, Chris, 2 shots away.
Here we go. This is when the sphincter starts to tighten.
And this is where, do you shoot for the power? Do you try to clip it in? Because, the one dangerous thing is if you don't complete the power, it's going down in the jets, and you're at the mercy of the pinball gods.
I would shoot the power.
Would you?
Yeah.
Or you can go for multi-ball.
And then I'll Roger my way through that door panel.
Yeah. Although, that slot machine, he's already hit a couple times, so, shoot the slot, let it bounce over, shoot it again, you're lost in the zone. But, no.
I guess the only thing is, I just rarely shoot the slot machine that I wouldn't feel confident that I would make that shot.
Yeah. I think the last time I actively shot the slot machine was when we played it as kids.
Yeah. All
right, Chris making this interesting. Let's see if he tries a little cradle separation here. Oh, and there's a ball in the plunger. That was, again, just squirrely, Twilight Zone. I'm not sure how that happened, but, all right.
Soldiering on.
Oh, and
didn't have it lit.
And you know what? That's where staging your flipper is big. Because he had 2 balls cradled comfortably in the bottom left flipper. He could have staged that upper flipper and not have lost control in the bottom 2. But you know what? In the heat of the moment, sometimes players aren't comfortable.
Good live catch on the left.
You know what though? 2 shots. Lost in the zone.
2 shots.
Sweaty hands. It's got to be a little sweaty. This is where you don't want to think about it too much because you just want to act like you're 10 shots away from lost in the zone. Alright, it looks like he's going for the slot, maybe. Wait, odd change? No, they gave it to him. Alright, 1 away. Oh, come on, Chris. 1 shot.
Screw the kid, yeah.
Oh, how did that not go in the slot machine?
Get in the piano.
Just get in there.
I would screw the camera. Screw the camera. Go right off the upper left into the bank it in.
All right. Bounce over, back into the slot. Why not? He's done it before.
Nah. Back up. Bounce over. Power.
Slot.
Power.
Slot. Oh. Slot. Oh.
That's why you don't shoot the slot.
He could have saved that.
He should have saved that.
Yeah. It hit his left flipper, but you know what? I think he's, close to 800, 700 something?
You know what, for a guy that won his first 2 games, not bad.
Well, we'll see if our cuz can do anything on his last ball. And thanks to Yori and locking one of those gumballs.
That's right. Darren's closer to causing a malfunction and trying to get a game on Lord of the Rings.
This is where I'm praying for Darren to break the game for me. Come on, Darren.
Good to see Darren getting the multi-ball here. And there you go. Boom. Opens up.
And
boom. 2 for 2. And 100 million up there waiting. 100 million. There's 50.
There's 1.
Flip, Roger Jr. Flip.
Come on.
Just keep going. Just keep going. It's off, but keep going anyway.
Oh, that could actually work for his benefit because if he shoots the camera, he could have gotten a secret jackpot.
And never had 2 balls on the flipper again.
Yeah.
But not a bad Powerball, 85 million.
Hey.
Not bad.
You know what? Yorian gave a gift back to a family member.
Oh, my God.
Rough. All right. Well, I hate to say it, but I'm still feeling good.
I'm right where I want to be.
You got to feel confident. You always have to feel confident. And it's like I'm one shot away from multi-ball now. And again, just focus on multi-ball, Powerball Mania.
That's right.
And
that's all you can
part
do.
one done. So let's just try to get a good multi-ball going, and at least try to pass Chris. If not, make Yorian play his last ball, and see what I can do. Oh, got a little lucky there with Karen back up for an easy shot. I'll take it. I'm surprised I didn't try a bank shot there, but you know what? At this point, I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm just thinking, just get control.
Oh, Zach.
Hey, I got the last jackpot though. Why not? What is it? 80, 75, 80 million? Yeah, 65. Yeah, so
60.
Not bad. Not bad. A little disappointed. Just because, oh, come on. It's like right there. It's like, I just wanted the ball to settle so I can shoot the left ramp. That's all you ask for sometimes. You just want, some nice, settle down. Settle down right there, so I can backhand the left ramp. Shoot the right ramp. Which I have a feeling I don't successfully do.
Dude, the same exact way you lost it.
Then
You lost the last ball in multi-ball.
Yep. And not enough time to even try to danger save. It happened so quick, and it hurts. And
Yorian survives the malfunction fest.
Yeah.
And gets his third ball done as fast as possible.
And you know what? Sometimes it hurts. It's like I put up, almost 600 million on Twilight Zone and get third place, and
that's just...
It hurts.
Especially with you didn't even have a chance to save that ball. It's always like, if you give a chance to be able to use your dangers and try to extend your ball, it's always nice. But, you're just done.
Yeah, and my back is against the wall, going into the last game. I'm not mathematically out of it. I know going into Mars Trek that, I need to win first and foremost, and then I need Yorian to take last. So, really...
Right, so Chris is at 8, and he's in.
Yes,
no matter
done.
what. Even if he chooses to go get lunch and not even play Mars Trek, he's done.
Yeah, he can go hiking.
Yorian has 5, Darren has 3, and you have 2. So, yes, it is possible still for... Nobody's been eliminated yet. Obviously, Yorian controls his own destiny at 5, and you need a hell of a lot of help. You need to win Mars Trek and Yorian to take last.
Yeah.
And then you can get yourself into a tie, and then see where it goes from here. But really, all you can do is win Mars Trek. That's what you have to do, and then you can hope for the pinball gods to smile on you to give you another chance to keep the round going.
Absolutely. So let's see how my fate plays out on Mars Trek.
You do get the benefit of Mars Trek, one of the most famous for the Pinball victory 85 years ago between the Chicago team and the California team. As a brief aside, I know that it was the final game of the finals, and with 4-man teams, the Chicago team needed to win first and second place on both games, and they did. They picked Mars Trek to roll the dice, and it's been famous here in Chicago ever since. Yeah. So we'll see if anyone gets their double bonus and decides whether to collect or not before they drain.
It looks like we are starting on, ball 3? So
we are starting on ball 3.
And right now, things are going good for me, at least. I know at this point. I'm in first going into this ball. And Yorian is, he's doing okay, but, Chris is within reach of beating him. Darren is still around. So it's not quite perfect, but I'm winning.
The stars aren't, they're not aligned. They're aligning a little for you.
Yeah. But one thing to know about Mars Trek is to light double bonus, you need to get the E and K. You can do it by what Chris just did, which was a power inlay. Oh, nice save there. or pray to the pinball gods when you shoot the middle spot target.
That you survive.
Yeah. I personally like shooting from the right flipper because it kind of has a little less force on it. It is known to just be a death drain if you shoot from the left flipper. But you know what? If you ever bonus build up all the way and the E is lit or the K is lit and that's the only shot you need to double it,
it's a 100,000 shot if you can do it.
Yeah. So, all right, here I am in my Mars Trek glory. My back's up against the wall and I just really need to have a good game. And the funny part is the last time I had played Mars Trek ever was the year before in Pinburgh. I believe it was you, myself, Keith Johnson, and Alberto Santana were in a group the Friday night, and both of us, I think, had 8 balls total of no flipping.
Yeah, and I think we actually ended up, the next day we must have put $10 into that Mars Trek, just playing it over and over and over again.
It just, the feed would go, it was kind of like this, so I was a little on edge, where it would bounce off the R or S and right down the middle, nothing you can do, not even, tilting it. So you'll see me do like a little wicked shimmy just to change the trajectory of the ball just a little bit, and it seems to be working for me so far in this ball.
Nice, very nice.
Yep, I saw the E was lit, I hadn't had it.
Got it.
And now that the K,
now you hit the K.
Oh, look at that. Nice little live catch-ish there. And I am going to shoot that K. Boom.
Okay.
Double bonus.
Got it.
Perfect. And you know what? Get it up to the top. My philosophy in most pinball machines, get the ball up to the top.
Will you try to collect bonus here and clear it out?
Yeah. If the ball's cleared on the left, I would maybe shoot for it. But the one thing that sucks about it is...
That's pretty much what it comes down to. So you can collect bonus on the right kickout saucer.
Yes, but it doesn't
But it does not collect at
double
the bonus multiplier. It's at 1x. So if Zach drains, he gets 200,000.
Yes.
If he collects his bonus and drains, he gets 100,000. But he has the opportunity to raise his bonus back up.
It's like the Monaco... strategy where you don't want to collect it if you drain because then you just wasted 100,000. But it's like I think I'm having the best ball of my life ever on Mars Trek, and that puts me up close to 900. Yep, over 900.
Big 200,000 collect is very nice.
Yeah. So again, I'm feeling good. I'm actively rooting for Darren. Not that I don't always root for him, just not to beat me. But yeah, I'm his and Chris's biggest cheerleader on beating Yorian, so we'll see if we can get anything going. Oh, and that is one of the also dangerous shots on Mars Trek. You shoot that spinner around, and it just goes right down the middle.
Yeah, it's almost like in your mind that the right side of the playfield doesn't even exist.
Yeah.
It's just get it back up to the top left, ride it down, over, drop catch on the right, back up to the left.
Yeah.
All right, so here's Yorian can put it away for himself. He can just escape Darren a little bit because he's really just playing for not last.
Oh, nice, beautiful.
Very nice.
If I was him, I would have. He had the K lit on the right flipper. I actually would have shot the K target just for double bonus. But you know what? It's kind of like my Flash Gordon philosophy. What's double bonus of nothing? So maybe he wants to build it up, or
Well, he's at 100 now.
You can get it.
And he got it.
You can't ask for a better drain sequence than that.
Right. And I think the moment he hit that target and had his 200,000 bonus, I'm sure your heart was sank a little bit because...
as soon as he got it, it's like, I feel my tournament hopes dwindling. Chris is still in a good spot.
And the worst part is that there's nothing you can do about it now except obviously just play your own game. But you start...
It's like Chris's is within range.
Chris's ball goes, and Zach's tournament chances start to shrink.
So, again, everything's still in play. Like, I'm still in first. Try to build up my lead a little bit more. Oh! I will take that.
He uses the upper flipper and survives. Oh, boy.
Get that ball to the top. Yeah, I don't know what I tried doing here. If I tried post-passing it or... Oh, I post-pass.
You were not kidding about using the right flipper. And by doing that, you unlit your K. Yeah, you know what though? I mean, I'm sure at this point you're trying to figure out the best way that you can lend hundreds of thousands of points to Darren and Chris.
Yeah. But you know what? In my head, I don't want to give away that you can post pass on it. But you know what? It's like I just need to play as best as I can, and I got my K-lit, try to get my double bonus. Nice little live catch there.
Very nice, Zach.
Yeah, this is fantastic, Josh.
200,000 in the bank, and none of it matters.
Not yet, but in my head on this ball, I know it's like I'm feeling good. I feel like I'm playing great, but it's like it's out of my hands and it just doesn't matter. So, again,
Right.
I am the biggest cheerleader for Darren and Chris. So we'll see if Darren can get anything going. But you know, 2 balls on Mars track for him to get over 400,000 is a lot to ask for. But
It is a lot. He's going to need at least one double bonus, max ball.
yeah.
And he's hitting that right side way too much to.
Yeah, he just never got control.
All right, so now there's one ball for Darren to get 400,000, which is very tough.
Yeah, or maybe Yorian will have an aggressive tilt and get DQ'd, and he'll get automatically get last. But
there's a lot of things that could happen.
Yeah. With Chris still being close, it's like I still feel there he is with the waving at the ball or flipper. But it's like Chris is only 100,000 away. I still feel that like Chris can catch him. I know Darren is a little bit more out of reach, but you know what? He's
one at a time. One at a time.
He's from our gene pool. I know he can do it.
That's right.
I have faith.
Right, he's from our gene pool, so when it really counts, you know he's not going to do it.
Yeah. But yeah, as Yorin just keeping this going, I feel my last ball becoming extremely meaningless.
Right, because right now, the ball that he's having, Darren has to have this ball plus 400,000 that he was down.
Oh, and he survives the loop, unlike Darren. No, and not going for the double bonus. But you know what? It's working for him, so you can't argue with it.
Taking a break.
Yeah, I thought my video player stopped for a second. I got a little nervous. Yeah, Mars Truck is definitely a game where if you're not comfortable post passing from that left flipper, you just feel handcuffed. You feel like you're at the mercy of the game. Whew. All right, well, the only 2 letters he needs left for Mars Truck are the double bonus ones. So let's see if he goes for the backhand. Oh, he's got one.
And survives it.
Yep, now he just has to pray for the oscillating EK light that it stays on the E. Nope. Oh, power double bonus in lane. and then he collects it. And this is where my heart breaks, because I'm just like, I am done.
It's so over.
Yeah. It's like, can I play for Chris and play for Darren and try to come back? But at this point, I know if Chris can't get anything going, my last ball doesn't mean anything, and I'm sure that special gave him an extra 500,000 to kick me in the nether regions. But all right, I'm hoping that's 131,000, but he rolled it. He's at 1 million.
I'm pretty sure most everyone noticed that he rolled it.
Yeah. So let's see if Chris can have that same exact ball
Zach
and then
is still
some.
in the tournament. You're still in the tournament.
Still in the tournament.
Right now, you're still in. Savoring your final moments of Pinburgh 2012.
I love watching my failures. It's funny, just growing up and playing in so many tournaments, and I think, I know we agree on a lot of things, but it's like you remember the losses more than the wins, or at least I do. And there, it's like I just didn't even care to try. It's like it didn't matter. It's like
It's over. It's over.
Yeah. It's like I'm not even gonna try tilting or saving it. It just doesn't matter.
And now it doesn't even matter for Darren.
No.
He can have a 2 million ball, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but you know what? You always play for pride, and
That's right.
and circuit points too. The top 24.
That's right. This was the first event.
Yeah. I mean, it's the last thing that's on my mind right now is the difference between 18th and 19th place or whatever I ended up on the circuit list from this event, but it just wasn't meant to be. But we'll see, Darren play this out.
There you go. Everyone enjoys a free K.
Absolutely. Oh, rough drain there, but that is the end of my Pinburgh experience.
And also, unfortunately for our bloodline, the end of Darren's tournament experience as well.
Ugh, painful to rewatch.
So, after the Mars Trek finish, we have Chris with 9 wins. He advances. Yorian with 7 wins. He advances. Zach with 5, and Darren with 3.
Where we both collect our pity circuit points.
That's right, and Chris and Yorian battle on to see if they can become the Pinburgh 2012 champion.